Good morning and welcome to Sports Zone on the Power Breakfast Show. My name is Waihiga Mwaura. Now every Monday on Sports Zone we bring you unique and different sports, stuff that you've never seen before. And that's why today we bring you a sport that was initially used as a combat and hunting sport, but nowadays is used mainly for recreation. It's all about archery, so stay tuned for this unique sport. Archery is the art, practice or skill of propelling arrows with the use of a bow. One who practices archery is typically known as an archer or bowman, and one who is fond of or an expert at archery can be referred to as a toxophilite. Bows and arrows have been present in human civilization. However, the introduction of firearms rendered them useless in warfare, reducing them to recreational tools. Archery has grown in popularity and is now a featured sport in the world's largest sporting competitions, especially the Olympics, Commonwealth Games and Asian Games. Kenya recently sent its first government-supported archery team consisting of Shamsa Singh, Amber Bali, Shazana Anwar, Tabasam Anwar and coach Raul Figuero to the Commonwealth Games, and I caught up with them on their return to find out exactly what this sport is all about. Tabasam Anwar is the team manager, and she confesses that this sport was a childhood passion for her.
We saw archery in Kenya about 6 or 7 years ago. There was an outdoor sports exhibition. We saw the Archery Association there, Kenya Archery Association. I joined them. I got the kids to join. It was one of my childhood passions, but I thought now I'm way past that now, so let the kids. So while I'm taking the kids to and fro, of course equipment being the main difficulty here, finally there was a bow available. Somebody leaving the country was selling their bow, so I took it up while the kids had already been shooting. So then I started shooting as well.
I'm sure many of you are wondering, what is the scoring system like in this unique sport?
You start off with 10, the smallest ring in the middle is 10, then you go to a 9, 8, 7, it goes up to 1. Yeah, at 70 meters it's quite big, but the yellow of course is small, where you have to hit the 10. That's how you accumulate points. Hitting the bullseye is a 10 or a 10x. If you come in a competition across a draw with another archer, they will count your X's. The person who's got the dot in the middle will get the better marks, will win the competition. But isn't this a dangerous game for anyone to get involved in? None. There's no precautions. It's a very user-friendly and a safe, whether you're a man or a woman, very safe sport. Any sport you go to an international competition, you're out there with a whole load of different countries, different nationalities, but that is between you and yourself. Now that she has assured me that this game is safe, let me get my first lesson. Lesson number 1 is how to assemble the bow. And trust me, it isn't the easiest thing, considering that it takes at least 4 minutes to get everything ready.
The basic things are the handle, the limbs and the string. Without it, I don't think the bow is nothing much. This is normally called a doinker. It's meant for reduces vibration and add more weight in the bow. This is a sight. Basically, it's where you aim your distances, like 70 meters, 50 meters. You adjust the sights and you can hit it.
And the long thing down there?
It's called a stabilizer. It actually adds a lot of weight in the bow. And also these twins, it's called twins. It actually, like for example, once you're holding the bow, your hand kind of like shakes all the time, so it makes it more stable.
The next lesson is to learn how to pull your bow back safely. Remember that this string's tensile strength is the equivalent of at least 30 kilograms, and some are even 100 kilograms. Now for the shooting, and my instructor is the young but experienced Shazana Anwar.
Basically, you stand 90 degrees from the target. So you're not actually facing it, facing away from it, perpendicular to it. And then the only part of your body that moves is the upper half. So your arm and your heads are the only thing that actually face the target. And when you place your arrow, you have to make sure there's always one fletch that will be away from the bow, so it doesn't hit the bow when it's leaving. Your bow hand has to be straight, but you have to bend your elbow outward so you don't get hit, because that's very painful. When you draw, you have to bring your hand all the way, the string all the way to your face, and there's an anchoring point. That's where you sort of like you sit there. Yeah.
So how does Shazana know when she is about to hit a bullseye?
It feels good all the way through. From the moment you put the arrow onto your bow, before you even lift the bow, it has to feel good.
How does she face the unique challenges that may confront her in what seems to be a male-dominated sport?
I would not consider it a man's sport, no. I wouldn't consider it that. But yes, mind you, yes, there's a Korean woman. She scored higher than all the men. So I wouldn't consider it a man's sport. Depends on the type of bow, actually. I'd consider the faster bows, that's the boy's toy. But my type of bow, I think it's open to both.
I was curious to know how the Commonwealth experience was like for the whole team.
And the competition, we were shooting against top people. I mean, we were ready, sort of, but when you go there and then you hear someone whispering that, oh my God, she holds a world record, then you start to shake. I mean, you're shaking before, but now you can't even hold your bow straight because she holds a world record, so you're very scared.
To their capability, I think their nerves got the better of them. They're not used to international competitions, but they stood out there and they shot. And they did well.
They had better equipment than us, but we're not complaining. We're just happy with our facilities, and we just have to shoot a lot because these guys shoot a lot.
Guys have probably got indoor training ranges. We are out here in the sun. When my archers go for a competition, international competition, they're out here from morning. We start at 7. I give them a little lunch break at lunchtime, little in the shade, and then they're back out in the sun at 1 again until it's dark. This is how they train. I mean, they are, as we say, we are way behind. Kenya is very green.
However, the team isn't letting their performance get them down.
Our main victory, never mind any medals, was that we were there, we were recognized by the government, and they were behind us.
It is a fact that for a sport to be taken seriously in Kenya, it must garner grassroots support.
We tried, as Kenya Archery Association, we used to have a group coming in of about 20 people from Ukambani. And we've even been out there to go and teach them. We would feel, someone from back there who still probably are hunting, their pheasants or whatever it is with bows and arrows. We need people like that, just to teach them the exact techniques.
So what exactly is the way forward for the team?
We're going to try very hard for the 2012 Olympics, so we're going to work for it. We have to compete, we have to train very hard, extremely hard, so that has to start right now.
Africa and Kenya have a very rich archery heritage, bearing in mind that we hunted our food for many years with the aid of the bow and arrow. Tabasam Anwar believes that Kenya's next medal hunt should be in archery.
Come out and learn archery. Archery is from our grassroots, as you said. I mean, we've hunted with it. Kenyans have hunted with it, and they still probably are doing it. Come out. I'm sure we can get gold medalists.
Well, I certainly hope you enjoyed today's episode of Sports Zone, and we wish our Kenyan team all the best as they prepare for the 2012 Olympics in London. Unfortunately, my time has run out, but I am interested in hearing your views, your comments, and your questions about all our sporting activities. You can contact me by sending me an email on wmwaura@royalmedia.co.ke or joining my Facebook group, Sports Zone (The Power Breakfast Show). But until next week, my name is Waihiga, and this has been Sports Zone.